name, have seen your face on TV. So unfortunately, they don't get the same type of recognition.
Right. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, once I stop playing, you really get aware of the situations. I mean, that's why I try to do as much as I can in the community, because God's given me so many resources, so many, and spread them, just give them out, and you know, I'm a strong believer in what God, who He is, and how He's still alive, and how He moves in my life, and I put everything in faith in Him, and there's a disconnect there somewhere in life. That's a different conversation.
Right, no, that is, yeah. But, that's something we can talk about.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah, sure.
But you know, that's how I believe, and that's why I speak it on camera.
No, that's respectful.
Because I don't hide that. But you know, back to the athlete thing. You know, it's sad that they get put on that pedestal, but that's part of the territory.
Right.
That's what. Just as much as you want to work as hard to win a Super Bowl ring that no one else has, why not work as hard to do something that a Super Bowl MVP has never done? No. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's where I'm at with that.
No, all right. So, you know, you got a lot of people out there that, like I said, they look up to. You're their role model. What would you tell them if they're A, being abused, and then B, if they're abusing others, and then lastly, for people who know of someone close to them,
right,
like a family or friend member that they're getting abused. So, what advice would you give these three people?
I'll start by saying people getting abused. Understand that's not the way life is supposed to be made. Life isn't made to suffer. Life isn't made to be abused. That's not life, the way life is. And if that is your life, then find a way to seek help. And if you're a kid and it's your parent, go tell someone else. I mean, that's not the way it's supposed to be. First and foremost, if that's the way it's going, tell someone, and don't be scared at all. Biggest thing is fear. Fear of they're scared because they're getting hurt. Exactly. So they, you know, big thing is don't be scared and go and help, get some help. To the abusers, I mean, to me, that's just someone who has issues and has a devil spirit that's involved with them, and they need to. It's sad because how can you say? What if someone was doing this to your own child?
Right, exactly.
But yet you're doing it to your own child.
Yeah.
So you can't go that route. So I mean, to the abusers, I say, you know, just know that it doesn't end here, and you do have to pay for your consequences that you do here, and you know, get help in turn. If you're abusing, go get help. Say, you know, I have a problem. I have an anger issue. I have a temper. I can't control my actions, and go seek help before you do something that you cannot turn around and you can't get back. And for people who are family members or outsiders or whatever, all I can say is continue to show your love and continue to show support. And you know, the people who are getting these they're getting these attacks, they already feel alone. They already feel by themselves. They already feel like they're in their own world. So if you're a friend, brother, sister, whatever, you know, whatever the situation is, go show your support. Be strong. Have faith. And do whatever you can to help the person get out of that situation as well. You know, sometimes people get brainwashed and think that's how it's supposed to be. This is just how my life is. He loves me or she loves me. I mean, you know, but that's because they probably never experienced what real love is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, oftentimes, like, you know, especially in my experiences, is when I talk to a victim, you know, and you know, men are victims as well.
Yeah.
Granted, yeah, sure, 95% of the time there are women. But whenever I talk to a victim, they always give that excuse like you just said. They said, oh, you know, but, you know, oh, my partner loves me. And in my head, I'm like, if they love you, why would they strike you? Right. Or even like you mentioned earlier in the interviews, why would they even verbally put you down? Because abuse isn't just someone hitting you. Right. You know, it's a lot of it's mental, psychological, it's verbal. Everything. And I think that's a lot, because a bruise can heal, but what's done inside, that's the type of damage that just it sometimes never heals.
It never does, especially if it's your father, your mother, and I like your point, like you said. It's not just women.
Yeah.
You know, these are men. And it's not just kids. You know, these are young boys.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not. These are elderly. I mean, this is the human population.
Exactly, and
it's not just Americans.
Exactly.
You know?
and that's, you know, as far as I appreciate.org, our whole, at least my whole vision is, number one, in order to to tackle an issue, you got to talk about it in its entirety.
Yeah,
You know, most people only discuss domestic violence in the realm of women being abused. But the fact of the matter is, you know, when you look at statistics, every 38 seconds a man's abused by his partner.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a good fact, you know. And I mean, you know, we might not ever get rid of it because we're human beings, we make mistakes. But I think we need to talk about it.
I think you know, it's just like that mustard seed. You start talking about it,
Exactly.
and ain't no telling. There's no telling. I mean, you know, there's, even now, I'm sure there's going to be people who hear this are going through it right now, who are doing it, and the abuser in both ways. And I hope when they do hear this, they you know, it hits their spirit, and they just like, wow, this is either I'm scared to talk, and now this will give me strength to be like, you know what, this is not right. I've been going through this for 5 years, and now today's the day I'm gonna get up, walk out this house, and I'm gonna go get some help. You know, or just obviously, you know, I've been doing this to my son or daughter for last 3 years. What am I doing? This is my daughter. This is my son. This is my wife. This is my grandfather. You know, what am I doing? I need to go seek personal help because this isn't right.
Yeah, no, so, I really hope that, you know, and that's the whole goal is through these interviews with, you know, people of such status like yourself and the past interviews we've done with, you know, K9, Moral Technique, Brother Ali, is to help, you know, shine some light on the issue. And to at least, if anything, to start a dialogue about it.
That's it.
So just real quick, to those young kids out there who are aspiring basketball, football, baseball players, you know how it is, man. You know the pressures that you go under. What type of advice would you give to them as far as how to be truly successful, not only athletically but also, you know, as a person?
You know,
and you know, I'm not trying to. I'm obviously in no way. I'm not saying you're perfect either.
Right.
But just, you know, you've been through it. So with hindsight at your disposal, what advice would you give them?
Hindsight I would give is to dig deep into your faith and figure out who Jesus Christ, or you know what, just figure out who your spiritual leader is. Mine is Jesus Christ. Whoever your spiritual is. And put all your faith in Him. Like he said, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. By the grace of God, I'm sitting right here. All my time, my whole life, I'm sitting right here because of that. So whether it's football, whether it's athletics, education, being a teacher, being a doctor, being whatever you want, a veterinarian, whatever it is, always put your faith somewhere. Because at the end of the day, just as I'm sitting right here, talking to you and telling you what my experience is, I could not be. Bottom line.
All right, man. We really appreciate you coming on. As always, we got a little something for you.
I like it.
Just a little gesture. So what it is this is the IAppreciate.org t-shirt. This is one of the t-shirts that we sell on the website. It's got a bunch of different phrases. Essentially, it's an oath. That, and I know you're a big dude, man, but hopefully this fits.
We're gonna make it.
Yeah, but
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no doubt. For more information about IAppreciate.org, visit the website. It's IAppreciate.org. That's I-appreciate.org. For more information about my man TJ, follow his Twitter. All the links will be on the sidebar, so make sure you check him out and see what he's talking about. And once again, we appreciate it. Good looking out, man.
Like everything you're doing, man.
No doubt, man.
Keep it up. Stay strong.
Thanks a lot.